Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel at the rate Vibrant Studies. We are completing the syllabus of English TGT and PGT. It is for DSSB, EMRS, UPTGT, PGT also and NVS also. So today's topic is the great John Milton. In this video, we will study about his biography and his literary work also. So let's start the video. Yes. At first, we will see about his birth, death, and his family background. John Milton was born on 9th December 1608 in London, and he died on 8th of November 1674. Died of cold and was buried in St. Giles Crypt. And now let's know about his father. His father's name was John Milton, a prosperous London scrivener, a combination of scholar and businessman, a radical Puritan in politics and religion, yet a musician. Milton's father was banished from his home by his father for reading Protestant books in very Roman Catholic home. Milton was too very religious growing up and aspired to become a priest, and he attended Christ School in Cambridge. Now let's know about his mother. Yes. His mother name was Sarah Jeffrey, a woman of refinement and social grace. Now let's know about some important facts about John Milton. Before starting this section, know little more about Milton. Milton's marital status. After Mary's death, Milton's first wife name was Mary, and after Mary's death, Milton was left to care for 4 children, all under the age of 6. Soon afterwards, in June 1652, the infant John also died. His father had never seen him. In 1656, Milton married again. His second wife, being Catherine Woodcock. In October in 1657, they had a daughter also named Catherine. Means now Milton had 4 children again. Got it? Yes. Now let's go forward about some important fact about Milton's life. Yes. In 1637, he wrote Lycidias, a monody on the death of his college friend Edward King, who drowned in the Irish Sea. It is his last Horton poem. Underline the date of the publication of Lycidias. Got it? See, in this poem, Lycidias, the poet mourns the loss of a virtuous and promising young man about to embark upon a career as a clergyman. Adopting the convention of the classical pastoral elegy, Lycidias was shepherd in Virgil's Aeschylus. Milton muses on fame, the meaning of existence, and heavenly judgment are the summary of this poem Lycidias. What was the main theme of Lycidias? Lycidias की main theme क्या थी? It is a superb poem about death. Death के बारे में बहुत अच्छी poem थी. It was first published in 1635, as I told you. The poem speaks about the sudden death of one of the speaker's friends, Edward King. Means जो मिल्टन्स के फ्रेंड थे एडवर्ड किंग, उनकी डेथ पे एक ही इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ एलेजी पोएम. It also illustrates how his death and memories still haunt his life. उन्होंने इस पोएम में बताया है कि जो मेमोरीज हैं उनके फ्रेंड की वो कैसे उन्हें अभी भी हंट कर रही हैं, अभी भी कैसे परेशान कर रही हैं. Now let's see the another work. Yes. In between 1639 and 1642, he made 4 drafts for a work to be called Adam Unparadised. And in 1643, he married Mary Powell, a shallow pleasure loving girl, जैसे कि जिनके बारे में मैंने आपको अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बताया था. His first wife, the daughter of Richard Powell, an Oxfordshire Cavalier or Royalist. This marriage was a failure. And in 1644, he wrote Areopagitica, which is an address to Parliament for freedom of the press. In 1644. देखिए, इन एरोपैटिका इन 1644 it argues against the censorship of books before their publication and is often held up as the first impassioned plea for free speech. In yes, and Milton celebrates the vitality of books and condemns their destruction, saying one might as good almost kill a man as kill a good book. इसे आप नोट डाउन कर लीजिए. यस, थीम क्या थी? व्हाट वाज द थीम? नोट डाउन इट. एज गुड ऑलमोस्ट किल अ मैन as kill a good book. It was written on page number 4. Note down it. It was the main saying of Areopagitica, which is an address to the Parliament for freedom of the press. Yes. Next is he lost the sight of one eye in 1650. He did not care for the warning of the doctors who advised him to take rest. उन्होंने डॉक्टर्स की एडवाइस को फॉलो नहीं किया था, जिसकी वजह से उनकी वन आई की क्या साइट चली गई थी. कब? इन 1650 में ही. बट ही डिड नॉट केयर एंड वर्क लेबोरेटरी इन राइटिंग द डिफेंस ऑफ द इंग्लिश पीपल. दिस वर्क रिजल्टेड इन टोटल ब्लाइंडनेस. ही बिकेम टोटली ब्लाइंड इन 1652. 1650 में उनकी वन आई इफेक्ट हुई थी एंड इन आफ्टर 2 years वो कम्प्लीटली ब्लाइंड हो गए थे बिकॉज ऑफ द इग्नोरेंस. Let's see another. The scene in Paradise Lost where Eve comes weeping to Adam seeking peace and pardon is probably reflection of a scene in Milton's own household. Okay. In Feb 1652 he became blind. His first wife Mary Powell died on May 5th May 1652. She had borne him 3 daughters, Annie, Mary and Deborah. The only male child, John, died in infancy in 1651. In 1656 he married Catherine Woodcock. Both mother and the child died in 1658. For the third time in 1663, the poet married Elizabeth Minsul, a lady 30 years younger than himself. मीन्स जॉन मिल्टन ने 3 मैरिज की थी. फर्स्ट वाइफ नेम वॉज मैरी, सेकेंड वॉज कैथरीन एंड थर्ड वॉज एलिजाबेथ मिंशुल. एंड शी वॉज अ लेडी 30 years यंगर देन हिमसेल्फ. उनसे 30 years 30 साल छोटी थी. नेक्स्ट इज yes, originally Paradise Lost was divided into 10 books, but afterwards it was divided into 12 books. पहले Paradise Lost 10 books में डिवाइड थी, but afterwards बाद में उसे 12 books में डिवाइड कर दिया गया था. The copyright of Paradise Lost was sold to Samuel Simpson for the payment of £5. The third edition appeared after the poet's death. जो थर्ड एडिशन है वो जॉन मिल्टन की डेथ के बाद में पब्लिश हुआ, और जो कॉपीराइट था वो सेल कर दिया गया सैमुअल सिमंस को फॉर द पेमेंट ऑफ ओनली £5. द कॉपीराइट ऑफ पैराडाइज लॉस्ट. In 1678, the poet's widow sold the right to Simmons for £8. In 1678 जो एलिजाबेथ थी पोइट्स की विडो, उन्होंने क्या किया था, सेल कर दिया था द राइट टू सिमंस फॉर £8. £8 में द अमाउंट वॉज ओनली £28 फॉर सच अ ग्रेट वर्क. जो इतना ग्रेट वर्क था, एपिक था पैराडाइज लॉस्ट, उसको जस्ट £28 में टोटली सेल कर दिया गया. एंड इन 1671 हिज लास्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट वर्क सैमसन एगोनिस्टस, द मोस्ट पावरफुल ड्रामेटिक पोएम ऑन द ग्रीक मॉडल अपीयर्ड. 1671 में उनका जो लास्ट वर्क था, ग्रेट मॉडल थी किसका, पावरफुल ड्रामेटिक पोएम का, वो पब्लिश हुआ. अब now let's see Milton's work at a glance and with summary also, actually little summary. First is on the morning of Christ's nativity. It was published on 1629. What was on the morning of Christ's nativity? ये था क्या? On the morning of Christ's nativity is a नेटिविटी ओड. क्या है यहाँ पे, आप इसको राइट कर लीजिए. इट वॉज एन ओड. ओके, इट वॉज एन ओड रिटन बाय जॉन मिल्टन इन 1629 एंड पब्लिश्ड इन हिज पोएम ऑफ मिस्टर जॉन मिल्टन 1645. द पोएम डिस्क्राइब्स क्रिस्ट इनक्रेनेशन एंड हिज ओवरथ्रो ऑफ अर्थली एंड पैगन पावर्स. पोएम जो ये ओड है, ये पोएम डिस्क्राइब करती है अबाउट क्रिस्ट इनक्रेनेशन को एंड हिज ओवरथ्रो को ऑफ अर्थली एंड पैगन पावर्स को, एंड इट वॉज ए ओड. नाउ लेट्स सी अनदर ऑन शेक्सपियर 1630. His first published poem was on Shakespeare. जो उनकी पहली published poem थी वो है on Shakespeare. It was anonymously included in the second folio edition of William Shakespeare. विलियम शेक्सपियर के second folio edition में ये published include की गई. Plays in 1632. Include कब किया गया इसको? In 1632 को. Okay. And an annotated copy of the first folio has been suggested to contain marginal notes by Milton. And another one is To the Nightingale, a sonnet on 1631. Yes. To the Nightingale, a sonnet in 1631. The message of this poem is This poem described, because the nightingale described experiences a type of death but doesn't actually die. नाइटिंगेल क्या करती है, एक्सपीरियंस को डिस्क्राइब करती है अपने टाइप ऑफ डेथ को, बट डजेंट एक्चुअली डाई. इंस्टेड द सॉन्ग बर्ड इज कैपेबल ऑफ लिविंग थ्रू इट्स सॉन्ग विच इज़ अ फेट दैट ह्यूमन्स कैन नॉट एक्सपेक्ट. The poem ends with an expectance that pleasure cannot last and that death is an inevitable part of life. Death कैसा है, inevitable part of life है, जिसको क्या बदला नहीं जा सकता या मिटाया नहीं जा सकता लाइफ से. ये जीवन का एक अभिन्न भाग है या अभिन्न पार्ट है. Got it? The poem ends with an expectance that pleasure cannot last and that death is an inevitable. Of Education, it was a book by John Milton. It represents John Milton's view concerning the best and noblest way of education. Milton believed that education was to fit a man to perform justly, skillfully and magnanimously all the offices, both private and public, of peace and war, and to repair the ruins of our first parents by and death is an inevitable part of life. Now see another his work. On his being arrived at the age of 23. On his being arrived at the age of 23 in the here the author expresses his disappointment when he turns 23 years old. जब जो ऑथर है जॉन मिंटल है 23 ईयर ओल्ड हो गए थे, वो अपने डिसअपॉइंटेड को यहाँ पे एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं अपने डिसअपॉइंटमेंट को. ओके, ही फील्स रिग्रेट एंड सेज दैट आई हैव नॉट सक्सीडेड येट, I have not achieved anything, but I had come from my childhood to youth. मैं अपने childhood से youth में आ गया हूँ, but मैंने अभी भी कुछ भी achieve नहीं किया है. The poet blames time and calls it the subtle thief of youth. यहाँ पे poet क्या करते हैं, time को blame करते हैं and कहते हैं it calls it the subtle thief of the youth. Okay, now see the another work. Ercets in 1630 to 34. Ercets is a masque written by John Milton and performed on 4th May 1634. कब परफॉर्म किया गया? On 4th May 1634. The piece was written to celebrate the character of Alice Spencer, the Countess Dogger of Derby, widow of Fernando Stanley, 5th Earl of Derby, and during her 75th birthday. Okay, now see the another one. El Arrigo and Second Concept. इस पोएम में क्या है कि सेम डे का एक्सपीरियंस बताया गया है, बट दो अलग अलग व्यक्तियों द्वारा. एक जो बहुत ही हैप्पी है और एक जो क्या है बहुत उदास है, सैड फील कर रहा है, उसको एक साथ यहाँ पर पोइट ने प्रदर्शित किया है. नाउ लेट्स सी द अनदर वन. कोमस in 1634. See, Comus is a masque in honor of chastity written by John Milton. It was first presented on Michaelmas 1634 before John Egerton, 1st Earl of Bridgewater, at Ludlow Castle in celebration of the Earl's new post as Lord President of Wales. Now see the another one, Lycidius. लिसिडियस के बारे में मैंने आपको भी पहले ही बताया था. लिसिडियस इज अ पोएम बाय जॉन मिल्टन रिटन इन 1637 as a pastoral elegy. It first appeared in 1638 collection of elegies. Justin Edward King uh, dedicated this poem was dedicated to the memory of Edward King, a friend of Milton's at Cambridge, who drowned when his ship sank in the Irish Sea of the coast of Wales in August 1637. Next one is Doctrine and Discipline of Discipline, the judgment of Martin Bucer, Tetrachordum and Sluxtrian. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा एक करेक्शन है. डॉक्ट्राइन एंड डिसिप्लिन ऑफ डिसिप्लिन नहीं है, डाइवोर्स होगा एक्चुअली. यहाँ पे करेक्ट कर लीजिएगा. DIVORSCE डाइवोर्स. ओके. द जजमेंट ऑफ मार्टिन ब्यूकर. अब देखिए यहाँ पर क्या है. द डॉक्ट्राइन एंड डिसिप्लिन ऑफ डाइवोर्स, द जजमेंट ऑफ मार्टिन ब्यूकर concerning divorce in 1644, whether or not his personal experience with Mary affected his views on marriage. Milton mounts a cogent, radical argument of divorce, informed by the concept of personal liberty and individual volition. In his latter divorce tract, Milton's buttressed his arguments with citation of scholars such as the 16th century reformer and with biblical passages that he marshals as proof text. Now let's see the another one. Next page. Yes. His another work is Of Education and Aeropatica. Okay. Now let's see the another one. The Tenure of Kings and Magistrates in 1649. The Tenure of Kings and Magistrates is a book by John Milton, in which he defends the right of people to execute a guilty, whether tyrannical or not. In the text, Milton conjectures about the formation of commonwealths. And what is the tenure of kings and magistrate text? Actually, the tenure of kings and magistrates proving that it is lawful and hath been held so through the ages for any who has the power to call to account a tyrant or wicked king, and after due conviction to dispose and put him to death if the ordinary magistrate have neglected or denied to do it. It was the main theme of and main text of this book. Next is the ready and easy way to establish a free. The ready and easy ways to establish a free commonwealth was a political tract. Free commonwealth ये एक साथ है, and it was published on 1660, and it was a tract by John Milton, published in London and at the end of February 1660. It was Milton's central idea that a commonwealth should be established by perpetuating the existing parliament as a grand council of the nation. And another is Paradise Lost 1658 to 1665, published in 1667 with 10 books but republished in 1674 with 12 books by splitting books 7th and 10th. Okay. Now see the short summary or main story of Paradise Lost. First of all, it was a great epic. Okay, Paradise Lost is an epic poem, 12 books totaling more than 10,500 lines. How many lines are there? Actually, there are 10,500 lines written in blank words. It was written in blank words, telling the biblical tale of the fall of mankind, the moment when Adam and Eve were tempted by Satan to eat the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge, and God banished them from the Garden of Eden forever. It was the main story of Paradise Lost. Now another is Paradise Regained in 1671. Now see the what was the main theme of Paradise Regained. That was in 1671. The biggest theme in Paradise Regained is Christian heroism. Christian heroism. This is defined as enduring faith in God, belief in prayer, and a spiritual strength to persevere through obstacles. The character of Jesus Christ is the epitome of Christian heroism, and it was the main theme of Paradise Regained in 1671. Another is Samson Agonistes. It was published in 1671. Another is Any Mad Versions upon the Remonstrants' Defense. And next are sonnets. How soon hath time on his deceased wife to. देख लेते हैं नेक्स्ट क्या है. Yes. To the nightingale on reaching the age of 23, the massacre in Piedmont, and on his blindness. These are the sonnets. These are the popular sonnets of John Milton. Now let's see Paradise Lost Book 1. अब Book 1 की क्या थीम है इसके बारे में जानते हैं in detail. How many books are there? There are total 12 books. Series wise हम इसकी summary देखेंगे. What was the main theme and what was the main story of Book 1 in Paradise Lost. Theme: fall of man, invocation, Satan and his banishment from heaven with fallen angels, पेंडमोनियम. ठीक है, जैसे कि मैंने आपको भी स्टोरी बताई इन शॉर्ट में पैराडाइज लॉस्ट की, वो आपको सीन किस में देखने को मिलेगा? बुक 1 में. एंड बुक 2 में, in book 2 you will see council of evil spirits to tempt Adam and Eve, gates of hell guarded by sin and death. जो हेल के गेट्स है वो किसके द्वारा गार्ड किए जा रहे थे? बाय सिन और डेथ के बारे में. And in book 3, God sees the fall, sends Raphael to warn Adam and Eve. Son offers himself for sacrifice to take the sin. Satan, disgusted, asks the Uriel the way to earth. And in book 4, a guard in Eden, Satan tempts Eve in dream, arrested. ये सीन परफॉर्म हुए थे इन बुक 4 में. एंड in book 5 you will see Eve tells her dream to Adam, daily routine. Raphael comes, a banquet, informs about the revolt of the fallen angels. And in book 6 Raphael tells the story of the revolt. And in book 7 the story of creation to this world is narrated to Adam and Eve by Raphael. And in book 8 Adam narrated his story and Eve to Raphael. And in book 9 you will see temptation, disobedience by Adam and Eve regarding the fruit. And in book 10 divine judgment, Satan goes to Pandemonium, Adam and Eve repent, पछताते हैं, रिपेंट करते हैं. Satan and his fallen angels become serpents. And in book 11th, God accepts Adam's repentance but banishes him from paradise with Eve. Michael executes the sentence. Eve's grief at the loss of paradise. Michael envisions that fate of man. And in book 12 you will see Michael's vision still continues. Adam and Eve hear of the future redemption out of paradise lost. तो ये तो मेन थीम थी जो कि शॉर्ट करके आपको बताया गया है. जो भी 12 बुक्स में पैराडाइज लॉस्ट की थीम थी. ओके, गॉट इट. And in next video you will find the most important questions from John Milton's life and his literary work also. He was So as you know that John Milton wrote poetry and prose between 1632 to 1674. ईयर क्या है आप यहाँ पे नोट डाउन कर लेंगे याद रखने के लिए. 1632 से उनका लिटरेरी वर्क जो भी है 1674. ओके. एंड इज मोस्ट फेमस फॉर इज एपिक पोइट्री. जो उनकी एपिक पोइट्री है उसके लिए जॉन मिल्टन मोस्ट फेमस है. स्पेशल कलेक्शन एंड आर्चीव्स holds a variety of Milton's major works including Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained, El Allegro and Second Penseroso. Paradise Lost, and Paradise Lost is one of the most recognized work in English literature, and it was by the great John Milton. John Milton has often been regarded as the greatest poet of his time, yet he didn't compose his most famous work, Paradise Lost, until after he had become blind in both eyes. So please subscribe our channel for another useful content, and in next video you will find the practice set based on John Milton and his literary work. Thank you for watching it. Have a good day.